Have you got any more coffee? Finish. Do you need more?
Yeah, if you're ready. There's no chill.
Hi everyone, good afternoon,
Bye.
and thanks to giving us a chance to present ourselves. Our topic is STP, and first I'm going to introduce ourselves. So this is Rafiq Islam, this is Karim Diaz, and that is Faisal Ahmed and Indo-Karim Farhad Sheikh.
Hi.
So, yeah. Let's talk about STP. STP stands for segmenting, targeting, and the positioning. STP analysis is a very important part and prerequisite for developing marketing strategy, and it develops the marketing plan and clarifies the STP analysis, provides the base for the further strategic plan and implementation. You can say that's the diagram for STP process. Of first, there is the segmentation. You need to identify which area you want to do the segment, and then definitely that segmentation should be meaningful, and it's like it can be happen in different groups. It can be in social class or like you can say age limit, like teenage or the 20 to 30, like different age limit, and definitely it should be on the customers. And there is targeting. You can say which segments you are serving there. That means it depends on the area, which area you select to do the segmentation. And end of the time there's the positioning. So implementing chosen email and the approach to chosen segment, it can be product, it can be price, and it can be distribution or promotion. So it depends on the area that you target. Segmentation will describe my colleague Karina Diaz.
Good afternoon. I'm going to explain what is segmentation. It is defined by Armstrong and Kohler. It's the process of dividing a market into different groups of buyers, buyers with similar requirements. Defining for them is the process of arranging customers in markets with similar needs and characteristics into smaller groups. These groups can be geographic, demographic, sociographic, or cultural. The benefits of segmentation can be, this is a strategy, this is one of the most one of the most techniques used for the companies as a strategy. So they can find the better allocation in the marketing. It means based on identify the needs of the buyer's customer, creation of more effective programs. It means a seller can satisfy the needs of different buyers, create competitive advantage. Better opportunities for new product or market development. They can compare new products or identify new opportunities, and they can innovate new marketing approach. Even segmentation has some problems, as such as descriptive, not predictive. It means the decision is based on the present, but you cannot predict the future of the market. Assumes homogeneity. It means that the strategy assumes that the products are not different, they are similar. Assumes competition, free segments. It means ignoring the competitors. It can be very dangerous for the process. And it may define the wrong segment, because at the moment you can define just one segment and you will be ignored a significant number of prospects. Segmentation, as I explained before, can be done on the basis of demography, like age, income, gender, occupation, geography, country, climate, behavior, use, personality, frequency, even religion, and social class, upper, middle, and lower class. My colleague is going to explain targeting.
Thank you. Target is between one and more groups. You have to choose some specific things where a company can serve best resources with a profitable way. As Kotler and as Kotler said, targeting means selecting one or more groups from among the segments which the company can serve best with its resource and process. Targeting, ability to target the right segment is a key to success. The company must perform research on the internal strength and weakness of the company and then the characteristic of the segmentation. After performing the research, the company will target the segment that it can serve best in a profitable way. Like if we, as example, in Apple, they choose a customer like a rich customer. Their product is expensive, so I mean their target market is for the rich people. Where Samsung choose both sides, rich and poor, both people can afford that their product. Like they got expensive handset and they got less expensive handset as well. Also, a company can target one or more segment, and if it can find serving target segmentation profitable. It can target large segmented or go for niche market by targeting the small segmentation. Yeah, my next colleague will describe our positioning.
Thank you, my classmates and teacher. Now I'll be explaining positioning, which is the final and one of the crucial points or parts of STP process. Basically, positioning means like you, for example, it creates the image of a product. For instance, if I say Apple, then suddenly you can view that what could be Apple means. Like you can be thinking like touch screen or multitask or iCloud, where you can store your stuff, or ultra modern activities. Or if I say like Westfield, that's another thing, like the shopping mall where you can shop and all the big renowned brands place their clothes or anything. So basically that's positioning. I mean, you're going to segment first, then target, and finally you're going to position your product that in a particular place. For instance, if I say like you're going to run the nightclub, so you're not going to position your nightclub in the villages where less people you'll find, or the people are not interested in going to the nightclub. So basically, I mean, you'll be tending to place the nightclubs in the cities, like in London or Manchester or anywhere, a lot of people or rich people living. And here are some things that our company should understand. Like company needs to occupy a position in the minds of the targeted customers. As I mentioned before, the company may have a position statement, a slogan or mission statement or taglines. For example, Coop, the things that they are tending to run their business like in a green way. For example, they don't want to waste their energy or anything, so they always be careful. In terms of using energy. And next is company has to understand the psychology of the people targeted and tailor the positioning strategy based on it. So, for example, if you run your business in the Middle East, then you have to understand your psychology of the consumers. For instance, McDonald's run their business across the world, but when they go to Middle East specifically, they never try to use any food which is not halal, so they remain careful. Even in London, if you see Tesco, in East London if you go, they try to put the halal meat, so you understand, like they're emphasizing on the psychology of the people or consumers. That's also an important criteria for positioning. The company can position different products for different target group. For instance, if you go to Morrison, you'll see that products you'll find for all ages, like from the kids to old people. So you can understand like different products for different target group. The company can also adopt different positioning strategy for same product for different groups. Next, please. And in a brief, you can see this slide like market segmentation, then market targeting, then product positioning. So some ideas like companies divide the market for the product, target the segment that it can serve, and position the product in the minds of the target customers. And some tools that can help you to make your process better. For instance, SWOT analysis. I think it's very important and interesting that you can detect either your STP going to be effective or not in doing SWOT analysis or portfolio forces. Aligning with 4 P's. For instance, we know that marketing makes like product, price, place, and promotion. If I say that relation between marketing mix and positioning, for instance, I talked before placing. You know that if you would like to place a product, for instance, McDonald's placed halal food in Middle East, or even Tesco place their halal food in the East London. So you can see they're placing their what should I say, that brands or anything, but they're also emphasizing that which area they're placing, the psychology of the people. So you see the positioning and the placing relation. So I think it has got a great extent of importance that you are aligning 4 P's like product, price, place, and promotion with STP. For instance, if I say the expensive products like Apple, you'll see that in the Apple sells their products basically in the developed countries, because I think it's a bit expensive comparing other products. For instance, if you go for Nokia, Samsung, you'll find everywhere. Like in India, if you go, or in basically like South Asian countries, you'll still find that Nokia is still #1 choice. But in the UK, I think Nokia would be like 5th, 6th, because it's the market. Like here, people are rich, or they're used to spending more, so they don't bother. They value the product. See, so that's what I understand, that it has got huge importance to the size of 4 P's with STP process, and you can see the references. Thank you.
Any questions, guys?
Nice job.
Any question?
Thank you.
Any questions for this group?
Yeah, if you have a question.
You're being very kind.
Leo, any questions? Leo, any questions?
So I think I've made it clear.
Have you got McDonald's everywhere?
Sorry?
Have you got McDonald's everywhere?
No, we choose the product of McDonald's, not the McDonald's. Like we choose Apple, But
Yeah, it's just
specific
example. I mean,
example,
what's
no.
basically your question for? I mean,
What is
you know,
You mean the McDonald's
Doesn't have
in the
it.
world?
How do you segment McDonald's?
No, we didn't segment the McDonald's. We segment the
The
McDonald's product.
Okay.
You know they're selling Arnold product in Middle East, but in here that's not necessary. Or that's the segment.
they've got the both choices, like the halal or not. I mean, you can choose either one you like.
I think when they operate their business in Middle East, they
Yeah.
don't need to think about it is halal or haram, because they are traditionally they know that it is what is selling or what is.
But
buying
basically,
when they buy.
as far as I know, if you're running your
They're
McDonald's in Middle East, like Dubai or anywhere,
Yeah.
you'll never have pork
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
prohibited.
middle-
You
Even
can't.
if you
Because
visit
it goes against their law even.
even you visit any of the Middle East airport, even Burger King, they're selling halal
Meat.
meat.
That's
I
their
mean,
country
That's
rules,
the
basically.
country rules. I mean, that's not
No,
written.
when I was in suppose Bangladesh, that time I
No,
never ever
Bangladesh-
heard that it is halal or haram.
That's not
When I
Middle East.
go for shopping, but
In-
when I
in
come here, that
Bangladesh-
time I heard this word. This is you need to know the halal.
Well,
and haram.
well, in Bangladesh, I'd say that we have got like 80% Muslims. So basically, our culture is we always are used to getting halal meat, so we don't bother. That's why maybe
We
you don't-
adapted with that.
yeah.
That's Muslim-based country. That's not mandatory. Has to be the halal food. But in here,
Yeah.
I mean,
But
you
I
have
have
to
to go
mention
to this
it.
restaurant as well.
And that's the target market. That's it. We are. I mean, damn it.
Okay, Jamil, any other question?
Any other questions?
Any other
Jenny?
questions you made?
Any questions?
So it's clear.
I think it's clear.
Reza?
Jill, you go.
Good.
So what issues do you think an organisation has in terms of what are the issues about segmentation?
Find the right one.
Finding the right segment. What other issues are there for organisations doing segmentation?
Assume that the customer are not different.
Adapt the product to the segmentation.
Finding the right area for segmentation often. And the other thing is obviously that segments change, markets change, things change. Okay, so I think I probably would have liked to have seen more from the theorists saying what some of the issues are with segmentation. So had you looked at some of the, you put in some really good statements about key things about who said what about what segmentation, targeting, positioning is. Perhaps would have liked to see some more challenging things. So to say what some of the theorists said were some of the challenges for segmentation, what some of the problems were, what some of the unique things were about. There were some, big bits of information that you could have, without doing too much reading actually, you could have actually found out. But yeah, good to see some examples. Interestingly, things like on positioning, particularly, perhaps would have liked to have seen an exploration of some of the challenges there. For example, whereas an organisation sets themselves a position that they want to achieve in the minds of the customers don't always play ball, do they? They actually, see a product or a service in a different light. So I would have liked to have seen some reading, some evidence of reading about what some of the issues are, okay, to make it, because what you were tasked to do was a literature review, but you put it across well, you covered all the subject areas, and linking it particularly to the 4 Ps, I think was a good one to see what impact STP has on that. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Okay, we are going to take our break now.
Thank you. Wow.
Number 3.
1:15.
Only
1:15.
15 minutes left.
Hey?
Only 15 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Raise the rate button.
And no later.
No, we are not late. We are prepared.